Poor people are slaves of the government, and power belongs to the rich. That is the thought of the Joseon Empire. On this peninsula, the empire is being led by its king, Joseon. The Joseon Empire is divided by its northern and southern states. Its capital on the south, where King Joseon also resides, is being co-led by his firstborn son, Joseon. In the capital, the political and societal systems are more strict as the people play their own role in the caste. A poor cannot love a wealthy. But the rich can own the lowest in the society. Only the men are permitted to be in King Joseon's army, seeing women only as childbearers and an object to be protected. The royal clan sits on the wealth of its people, extracting taxes too high that the citizens couldn't even call a coin their own. But the city is great, its buildings displaying the power and wealth of its leaders, built on the toil of its people. King Joseon's second son, Seongjong, is leading the northern side of the empire. Here, the society is different, as Seongjong sees a different view for his people. Despite adhering to his father's ideologies, Seongjong tied his thoughts to the unconventional ways. For instance, his armies are consisted of women only. Giving the hard work of tilling the grounds to men. Seongjong values the strength in women and sees their crucial role in advancing his realm. Together, the two sons followed their father in his monarchy. One day in the capital, the rigid system of the government infuriated the people. Rallies and uprisings festered the streets and attacked the soldiers. King Joseon decided not to lay a hand on the peasants, choosing instead to wait out the protests. Unbeknownst to him, a butcher made its way to the palace and assassinated him. Joseon arrived at the scene and hurried to avenge his father and kill the butcher. When the soldiers arrived, the king is gone. At the death of King Joseon, the Joseon Empire became completely divided. Seongjong claimed the northern realm as his own and became its king, renaming his kingdom as Gwangju. Promising change, a different rule from his father. Letting the wish of his brother, Joseon stayed in the south, succeeding his father as the new king of Joseon. Years passed, and the two brothers had their own families. One day, King Yizhong visited his brother in Gwangju. There, he saw their way of life. And in his wandering, he saw a butcher. And a thought suddenly infested his mind. A memory of a bloody day. King Songjong then called them to the palace. There, he insisted Yizhong to unite their kingdom under the northern rule. But King Yizhong disagreed and went back to the south, leaving his brother in anger. King Yizhong thought that submitting to the north would strip him of his power over Joseon, and refused to live under his brother's command. As Joseon's rigid and cruel system continued, a riot started in its streets again. That protest, another butcher slipped past the palace guards and tried to assassinate the king. But the king and his hidden guards struck the butcher just in time to make him unconscious. During an interrogation, King Yizhong learned that the butcher was from the north and was tasked to seek his life and avenge his father. King Yizhong became furious as he learns that it was his brother, coupled with his ambition to rule, that killed their father. With his suspicions confirmed, King Yizhong then summoned his entire army, requiring even the children to lay waste of his brother's realm. His major general, Ing Bek, then gathered his people and conducted a meeting at night, preparing them for the war. The day came, and the people of Gwangju were living their usual life, suspicious of nothing. Then, arrows came flying from the south and struck the multitude. King Yizhong's army then charged and attacked their kingdom. One by one, the Southerners killed the citizens of Gwangju. King Yijong sent his royal guards to eliminate the female soldiers of Songjong. Trained by the kings themselves, they are the elite warriors of each kingdom, whose strength cannot be beaten by a mere soldier. King Songjong arrived, delivering the final blow to the last elite warrior of Joseon. Then, King Yijong faced him, advancing furiously to defeat his brother. The battlefield are showered with blood. General Ingbeck, sensing their victory, rallied to the palace. King Yijong, giving his farewell to his brother, ended King Songjong's life. With his victory, King Yijong called General Ingbeck and told him to cleanse the land and eliminate all their impurities. Then Ingbeck struck Yijong. The king woke up in a cage together with his family, with his soldiers gazing at him with fierce. As General Ingbeck approaches, King Yijong curses him that the king's death will also be his demise. Then, Ingbeck shoot him with a fiery arrow, burning the king and his family alive to their death. The death of the old rulers gave the citizens an opportunity for a better life. Together, the people chose Ingbek to lead them towards prosperity. Now a king, Ingbek chose the young son of Songjong, Wusik, to take the northern throne, choosing instead to lead only the people of Joseon. Together, they changed their way of life. Ensuring all citizen gets proper treatment and fairness of life. With no rigid system, lifting their life from the past hellish place.